The Sabrah Light Tank, a compact war machine designed not for deserts or long European highways, but for the tight urban jungles and island terrain of Southeast Asia, and most importantly, made for battlefields like Marawi. Today, we'll be covering how the Philippines acknowledged the immediate need for a light tank, how it ended up choosing the Sabra, how good or bad it may actually be, and what were the other contenders to be the Philippines' choice of main battle tank. This was the Battle of Marawi, 2017. In the heart of the southern Philippines, soldiers were locked in a brutal fight. House to house, corner to corner, it was the best of the Philippine Army and Marines versus hundreds of ISIS-linked militants. But they had a problem. No tanks, no heavy firepower to punch through barricaded buildings and sniper nests. Just infantry, RPGs, artillery, and a whole lot of bravery. They needed a way to break through enemy strongholds without losing more men. And that's when the realization hit. The Philippines didn't just need armor, it needed the right kind of armor. So years later, when the military finally rolled out its choice, it wasn't a magnificent tank. It wasn't an Abrams. It was the Sabra, armed with a 105mm cannon, fast, agile, lightweight, modular. But why did the Philippines choose the Sabra? Why not something bigger, heavier, or more famous? Probably something like the M10 Booker. And how does it actually stack up? Let's find out. Before the Sabra, the Philippines didn't really have tanks. Sure, there were aging armored vehicles, like the M113s, the Simba 4x4, Scorpion CVRTs, light armor, mostly for transport and recon. But a real tank force? None exists. In fact, the Philippine Armor Division, originally formed during World War II, had spent decades operating without modern armor. The idea of acquiring tanks? It was always a someday plan. Budget constraints, doctrine debates, lack of clear threats. But Marawi changed that. And so did China, with its increasing presence in the West Philippine Sea. The military needed a solution that wouldn't break the bank, one that could move quickly across islands, fit into C-130s, and bring heavy firepower without dragging a convoy. Enter the Sabra, a light tank designed for 21st century warfare, urban combat, counterinsurgency, and coastal defense. But here's the catch. Is a light tank really enough to face modern threats? We break it all down next. After decades of delay, the Philippine military finally decided to catch up. The AFP modernization program was rolled out in 3 phases: Horizon 1, Horizon 2, and Horizon 3. Horizon 1 got the ball rolling: radars, patrol vessels, and helicopters. Horizon 2 cranked it up: jets, missile systems, and armor. And that's where the light tank acquisition project was born. It wasn't just about buying a tank. It was about choosing the right tank for the right fight. Heavy tanks like the Abrams or Merkava, too heavy, too expensive, and too impractical for jungle terrain and island-hopping warfare. The goal wasn't brute strength. The goal was rapid response, urban adaptability, and mobility across archipelagos. The battlefield of the Philippines isn't wide-open desert. It's city blocks, mountains, rice paddies, and beaches. And so, the light tank became the obvious choice. The Sabra didn't win by default. It went up against serious contenders. First up, the FNSS Kaplan from Turkey. Tracked, modern, and combat tested. But the price tag? Too steep. Logistics? A challenge. Weight? Too heavy. And for a country like the Philippines, every peso has to punch above its weight. Then there was the Hanwha K21-105 from South Korea. Sleek, powerful, and built on a solid IFV platform. But it came with complications: new training systems, different supply chains, and bigger long-term support costs. So why did Elbit Sabra win? 3 reasons: political alignment, financial practicality, and interoperability. Israel and the Philippines have growing defense ties. Elbit already supplies the Philippine Army with air defense systems, mobile artillery, and patrol boats, to mention a few. That means shared tech, shared training, and fewer headaches. In a fight, every second and every system counts. And the Sabra fits like a glove. The Philippine Department of National Defense narrowed it down, and the Sabra stood out. Built on two proven chassis, the Ascod tracked platform and the Pandur 2 4x4 wheeled variant. The Sabra is modular, customizable, and tailored for multiple terrain types, best suited for the Philippines. At the core, a 105mm rifled gun stabilized with a digital fire control system, an autoloader, and day-off-night thermal optics that allow it to strike targets even in pitch darkness. But it's not just about firepower, it's about how fast it gets there. The Sabra can be airlifted by a C-130 or shipped via landing craft. No need for huge transport infrastructure. Its smaller size also means easier maintenance, faster deployments, and seamless integration with existing Army logistics chains. And its networked battlefield systems let it connect with infantry, drones, and command centers in real time, a must for modern conflict. It's not just a tank, it's a platform built for the unique demands of Philippine warfare. The battlefield is constantly evolving, and so is the Philippine Army. For decades, the mission was clear: counterinsurgency, jungle warfare, house-to-house fighting, long treks through thick terrain, hunting rebel groups, clearing remote towns, and restoring order one town at a time. But that chapter is closing. The threats of today are no longer hiding in the hills. They're moving across the sea. They're showing force in contested waters, flying over our airspace, encircling our island territories. This isn't just an internal fight anymore. It's a regional game of power, presence, and preparation. That means a total shift from counterinsurgency to full-spectrum territorial defense. We're talking about protecting every inch of Philippine sovereignty, from the shores of Palawan to the skies above Batangas. And that demands a new kind of war machine. The Sabra is light, mobile, and smart. It's designed for the terrain of the Philippines, where fast deployment, quick maneuvering, and rapid-fire support make all the difference. It's part of the Army's future vision, combined arms warfare. That means the Sabra isn't fighting alone. It's rolling in with infantry, drones, artillery, air assets, and even cyber capabilities, working together like a single, impenetrable machine. And with joint bases expanding under EDCA and more Philippine troops training alongside U.S. Marines, Australian and Japanese forces, and regional allies, the Sabra's role is growing. The Sabra is now a key piece in the larger puzzle of regional deterrence and rapid response. The Sabrah Light Tank is here to stay. Let us know what you think. Is the Sabra a perfect fit for the future battles the Philippines face? Or should the Philippines have gone bigger? Heavier firepower, more armor, more punch? Is the Sabra enough to protect Philippine towns, jungles, and coasts? Or is it just another flashy paper tank? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for now. If you like this video, please don't forget to share and subscribe, and stay tuned for more discussions on Indo-Pacific tensions. Stay safe, and until next time.